build up every stone. I make it through sweat and bones. And when my hands are growing tired, I come alive. Kingdom, my kingdom, whoa. Kingdom, my kingdom, I come alive. Kingdom, my kingdom, whoa. Kingdom, my kingdom.
Hey Lily, I was just sitting down to edit this week's video, and I watch a lot of these clips from week to week, and other than me working, one of the most constant things that I see is you there with me helping. And I just hope someday you watch these videos and you see how much of a big help you were to me. You were there rooting me on and telling me that things looked good, or just spending time with me in general. It can get pretty lonely there, and I really love when you come and hang out with me for the day. So as you're watching these 20, 30, 40 years from now, if I'm still around or if I'm not around, I just hope that we both just cherish these memories. Because for me, I don't think I could do it without your help. And I thank you for that.
My name out of your paper, Jane. I've seen something that forever changed the game. Forgive me, love, for the blame I sent to thee. All the fingers I pointed that really pointed back at me. Fighting, this unsettling stir, I see it now, I surrender. Let the dust settle, let go of the pedal, there's too much here. Let these towers turn to rivers, let these instincts steer. Let the dust settle, let the stormy weather ride out disappear.
4 times this week, I have heard from different people about how you should never get attached to something that you can buy, and that you shouldn't look at homes as forever homes.
I think you're not sentimental. I'm super sentimental.
Oh,
so I think we start to balance each other out.
Do you remember
when
we traded the truck and you cried?
I did.
Because that was the vehicle that we brought home Lily in?
Yeah, but I did that ever since I was a kid. I cried when we sold our minivan when I was like 5, probably.
I think it's safe to assume that no one's ever cried for getting rid of a minivan. Ever. That's
how I am. I'm really bad with change, so like forever home sounds great to me.
Yeah, I guess it's to be determined if this is our forever home.
You can't predict
the
future.
I could get a job offer in a different state that is too good to turn down.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I would turn it down. It's true. So I guess we just don't know, but we have a pretty good idea that this is where we want to be.
I agree.
Uh-oh. I just cut that wrong. Look how wrong I cut that.
Oh, my. They just want to have babies. It's not over in her hand. Get some rest. Because I have a feeling it's not going to be quiet around here.
That fits better.
Our love will never change, stays the same. It all feels brand new, but we know the truth. The choices that we make, it makes me and you. Here we go again. It makes me and you. Here we go again.
Stop it.
stay this way forever. Gotta find a room. Come on. We're going downtown. That's cool. I've got the moves. That's right. Hey, I'm stepping out. Got nowhere to be. I'm gonna find a groove unless the groove finds me. Strike a pose, give it up. Tonight I gotta move. Yeah, I'm feeling hot, ain't got nothing to prove. Feel good, I got the moves. Gotta show you what I got. Bring your friends, but don't tell them, 'cause now we're getting hot. Ooh, 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 that's right. Gonna make it last all night. Ooh, 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 that's right. Gonna make it last all night. Hey, I'm looking out there on the floor. Boy, I can't be stopped, begging me for more. Strike a pose, give it up. Tonight we're gonna move. I'm gonna have it all, ain't got nothing to prove.
It was so tough to get over here. I was growling and grunting, crawling over there, and then even when you're over there, you forget one thing, and you gotta crawl out.
A huge thank you to Homemade Home for the shout out last week. It really meant a lot. I've been watching your channels for a long time, and I've enjoyed them. I enjoy your content. Then to be recognized by you like that, it just really means a lot. So I appreciate you taking the time and doing the shout out for us. I just hope I can repay the favor someday.
Gonna make it last all night. Ooh, 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 that's right. Gonna make it last all night.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Pretty happy with the way this is all turning out. I can pretty much call this tub done. I think that tiling this was probably the smartest idea that I didn't come up with. Thanks to the YouTube commenters, family, Sarah, Lily, pretty much everybody but me knew that it was probably a good idea just to tile this. You were all correct. What it does for me now is the old wood that I want to use for the rest of the walls. I didn't have enough, but now I do because I don't have to do any wood in this corner. So that's pretty cool. And that's what I'm going to start next.
I'll start from holy ground, a piece of land where tumbleweeds roll down, nothing but sand. I build up every stone, I make it through sweat and bones. And when my
Second guessing my decision to put this wood on the walls, my alternative is just to go to the lumber store and buy 8-inch wide tongue and groove pine and put that on the wall in the bathroom and paint that. You should always go with your gut. And my gut is telling me that this wood is too cool to put on a wall and paint.
now there's no going back to the man that I was.
Got the first piece up, and it doesn't sit perfectly on the ceiling. Sheetrock ceilings, you know, they can be a little wonky. So all I did was I took a pencil and I scribed a line staying flat on the ceiling all the way across. And now what I'm going to try to do is cut that line. I'll have to cut it by hand with my skill saw. But if I cut it, then when I put that piece of wood up, it should go tight to the ceiling.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea into the blue. They change, but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another sea.
I'm going to try to cut a single piece of wood and cut 2 circles out for these lights. There's a very good chance that I'm going to do this incorrectly. But wish me luck. They're not perfect, but I don't think they need to be. I guess 200 years from now, somebody will take this wood off the wall and say, wow, they put this up in 2019. 2019. Lucas, age 37. A little note for the future person that will demo my beautiful pine. I wrote, if you're removing this, I will haunt you. No, I'm just kidding. I should have, that would have been funny. You all remember 1.5 billion years ago, we put this toilet in, and I tried to make it so there's just enough room for the pine to go back there. So, fast forward. This is to see if I measured correctly. Could not be any tighter though. Wow. I think I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to go any farther today. Once this wall is up and painted, I'll be able to put my vanity into place finally. That's exciting. Then it will really start looking like a bathroom.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept
This part right here is the part that I'm most worried about as far as the piece of wood being able to fit behind there. The wood is 3/4 of an inch thick. And this gap, it's a 1/16 of an inch off, but you know, there's just no give. Oh well, what can you do?
The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away. I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now.
Those aren't perfectly level and everything, but you know, oh well. They're covered by the vanity, and I'm gonna get little covers. I just figured cut the hole bigger, cut it once, and then I'll just put a little trim piece in there. It will look fine. As far as the toilet goes, you can see what needed to be chiseled. It's just such a small amount. It fits good.
Everything else but me. I'm starting to break out from your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I want to recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away. I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now.
Looking back, I could have done that a different way.
Show it to the camera.
Yeah, I got a little bit on me. All right, we can go.
Sunrise.
I had to freehand this on the table saw. It is not the ideal way that you want to cut stuff, but my chop saw and everything, like nothing can go this deep of an angle. Hey, you know what though? That looks pretty good. Side of the door is going to be covered with door trim, but I had to put pine on this side just to match the other side, otherwise things would be wonky. So with a piece of pine here, the end grain is weird, so what I did is I cut this at a miter, and then I've got a piece of wood in there just to fill the gap, and now I'm in there sanding. I'm gonna do some caulking. I've never done this before. I expect to be a little messy about it. I bought this pretty snazzy tool. It's got little rubber feet on this side, a little metal thingy on this side, a scraper on this side. If anything, it will make you look more professional because you're using a tool. That's my plan, so look professional. I'm gonna go with Apex Plus. I think it's called 10.1, but I really like this DAP company.
Here we go, sing it if you know it. Oh, Jesus, lead me to that river. No, you can't make a drink a drop. Fill it up with gold and silver. Show me something I ain't got. Well, politicians beat our streets. They rode us right into the ground. I see war lines and ration cards, but not a voter could be found. Oh no. Give me some of them tears. Tears ain't no water. Oh, your tears, they taste like wine. Tears straight from your daughter. I drink bottles at a time. Oh, well, there's some things in life I can't understand. Like calmly stacked up to the sky. Take my hand, we'll ride away. On these ancient wings we'll fly.
Now that the knots are all pre-painted a couple times, I'll be able to prime all the walls next week. That's this week's episode. Next week I hope to finish this bathroom completely, and then we'll be moving downstairs to do some stuff that's been weighing on my mind for a while now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time I turn the camera on. Have a good week, everybody.